in beautiful Harrisonburg, Virginia, Bridgeport Stadium. Sometimes it just seems the electricity is turned up for Saturday night college football on EA Sports. It's the San Diego State Aztecs and the James Madison Dukes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. And the Dukes headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside, it's Sutton. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Plucks it out of the air. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Shotgun snap on third down. They're working that left side. Snags it, and he's open. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wants to fire on second down. Moving out to the right. Fires on the move. Connection to the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs.
And they talk. This week with us, they talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Catches it at the 15. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Pressure coming. Makes the grab over the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Caught, and he's got room.
That's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
That's reeled in at Sheffield. At the 20, he's got space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Aztecs will line it up on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Brown. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. We've reached a break. It's San Diego State holding the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, San Diego State. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he's coming out of the end zone. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
To the air on 2nd down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
Right down the middle. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. This is a designed run. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown Aztecs! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
That did not fool anybody. The defense right there to knock him down for the big loss.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator, because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and they were able to make the tackle.
And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. The Dukes will call on their punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sutton.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him, and now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback adapting. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Goes to the option. The pitch. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle them, and you got to get them to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the 4th down.
They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest, taking on the number 22 team, the Clemson Tigers. And it's the Demon Deacons, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got it. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
That penalty is going to be a coaching point in position meetings this week. I mean, he is going to get an earful from the coaches on the sidelines. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Just a short pass to the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half, they were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
the Aztecs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The run inside. It's Sutton. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throw away. Setting up 4th.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Not a chance. Missed it. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He's got an open man. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the 2nd half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this 2nd half.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Dukes! Ball into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Sutton. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Makes the grab. It's Bostic. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached the break. It's San Diego State holding the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Punt is in the air. Let's see what he can do with it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And
Absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Really nice timing, and that's a very accurate throw by the quarterback. There was not a big window. He's throwing the in-breaking route. It's coming from his left, and he's got to fit that football into a really tight space where his guy can make the catch. Very confident throw that time by the QB.
And the Dukes will have it 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Got the quick pass. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. Makes the catch. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Shoots it to the left. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll go right back to him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Now adjusting. Throws to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, it's third and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on fourth down.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Here's the give off the left side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Takes a hit as he fires. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running the red zone. It's Sutton. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Sutton. Knocked out way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And the Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The offense set for a 1st down play. Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Down. Ready. Here we go. Red 80. Red 80.
And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.